Hey guys, this is a little add-on video to our previous episode where we ran the full electrical connection to the tiny house, and we realized we brushed over something really obvious, and naturally a lot of people asked about it in the comments, which is why we ran the cable straight in on both ends rather than putting in a cord connection that we could easily disconnect. And the short answer is we were just trying to save some money because the cord ends, like the big 50 amp ones, are pretty expensive, and we knew we could get this functional without them by just running it in like we did. So we started with that, but we can always add those cord ends in, and we likely will because we've been talking about moving the house further back on the property. And so when we go to do that, all we need to do is leave the whole box connection and the way the wiring is connected inside as is, and just cut the cable and then just slap on like the big cord ends onto like the male end onto the little dangling bit that comes out of the tiny house, female end on the end of the cable that's laying down, and basically turn that length of cable into an extension cord, and then there you have it. So basically we're just skipping that step for now, and we can just add it in at any time. And because it's relevant to our electrical system, here's a clip of something I had to do on the inside to get the panel door to fit on properly. A problem that we noticed quite a while ago with the panel and the door is that when I was mounting the panel, I mounted it just slightly proud of the framing. And normally the panel doors that I'm used to, you'll screw it in around the perimeter and the flange will press against the wall or whatever surface you have. But then the inner part that goes against the breakers is a separate floating piece with some screws to adjust it so that if the panel is a bit recessed or a bit proud, you adjust these screws until the inner part mates with the breakers. And so I was just kind of not even thinking about it, and I just placed the panel where I thought would be good. But it turns out that because this is sort of a smaller panel, the door is just one piece, and the way we've got it, because we've got this thick 3/4 inch ply that we're going to mount all these electronics to, the door is sitting way proud, like I can get my finger in there, of where the breakers are. So that's no good, and I figured out how deep, like how far off it is, and it's practically the full thickness of the plywood that it would need to go in. So I've traced out around where, where the door is lined up, and I'm going to cut that all out just with a skill saw, and I'm going to cut not the full depth, just slightly shy of going all the way through so I don't mess up the plastic or anything that's in behind there, and then I'll just finish it off with a knife or something. But yeah, I'm going to try to tackle this. Alright, well that was a lot of messing around, but it fits, which is good. And as you can see, the inner portion of the door is now right up against the breakers like it should be. So I might give this a quick sand, I don't know, we might repaint it. This is going to be covered by a cabinet door anyway, it's kind of like a utility surface, so it doesn't really need to look that pretty, but probably do something so it's not quite this rough. But functionally, it's good.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like what we're doing here, and turn on email notifications so you never miss a video. You can also find extra resources in the description below.
We spend countless hours making these videos for YouTube, so if you appreciate our work, take 3 minutes to watch the video in the top left tile to learn some ways that you can support us for free.
We'd really appreciate it.